I'm going to read a portion of an essay called Flight. It's the last one of the collection of fish growing ones. Flight. I first hear it from a Flemish man. The information isn't relevant to the subject being discussed, and maybe that's why it sticks in my memory. Marx misquoted. It's often said that religion is the opium for the people. The Flemish man is the stereotype of a professor, favoring tweed jackets and wearing unkempt, graying, curly hair. But this is not the case. Marx's actual quote reads, "Religion is the sigh of the oppressed creature, the heart of a heartless world, just as it is the spirit of spiritless conditions. It is the opium of the people." I'm taking a course on intercultural communication in Brussels. Every Tuesday, I walk past perfect townhomes with windows that open sideways, past the sandwich shop, past the man who sells waffles embedded with beads of pearl sugar. The Flemish man teaches the class the correct way to ask for a private office should we ever be employed in the city. I write my first piece of creative nonfiction. It heavily features bus routes and fitted jeans. This is the season I fall back in with an ex-boyfriend. Opium is made from the latex of a particular poppy and, like all opioids, reduces pain. Taken in inappropriate quantities, the consequences often exceed the original discomfort that prompted its usage. Speaking from personal experience, opium looks a lot like rabbit shit. It is fall in Florida, and I'm standing in the religion section of a Barnes & Noble. The air conditioning roars. The poppy at the center of my spine and the Ouroboros at the nape of my neck are inky and stark above a low-backed pink shirt. I haven't been in this part of a bookstore since I worked in one during high school, but not much has changed. The Qurans are kept on the highest shelf, and the texts on the whole are overwhelmingly Christian. Bibles and angels and imagined post-rapture life. The book I am looking for takes its title from Habakkuk 3:19, Hinds feet on high places. I call Teresa at home and she answers, Long Island in the mouth. I'm gonna throw up standing here, I say. No, really, I think I'm gonna puke. We stay on the phone till the book is in my hand. I hang up to stand in line to pay because I'm not a total monster. No one is in a hurry here. Moleskin notebooks and miniature bars of Godiva chocolate wink on display. The man behind me talks shit about my tattoos loud enough for me to hear with him and suspect, but too quietly for me to confront him with confidence. I blame the shirt and how pink it is. A few days later, Teresa eyes me over a cup of coffee so pale I suspect it is mostly creamer. Her bird bone fingers pick up a cigarette. Smoke washes the room foggy. The book I'd purchased lies on the table between us, paperback, white serif text on a purplish background. She says I'll read the first 3 chapters between now and next week when I'm to see her next. This is me trying to fix my life. This is her trying to help. I want to believe in God. It seems important. 12-step programs claim to be not denominational and non-religious, but there's a strong undercurrent of Christianity. I complain about the man in the bookstore, and Teresa shifts in her seat before redirecting the conversation. Do I remember the phone call? My overblown metaphorical nausea? Had I heard myself? Alysia, she says, you're prejudiced. And I have nothing to say except I'll read the chapters before I see her next. I take a class with the heady title, Religious Motifs of Doubt and Faith in Western Literature. This is at a private university with cobblestone roads and silver minarets. The professor is somewhat of a mythic figure. His legend goes like this. He'd left the seminary to marry his wife, who had since died after many happy decades of marriage. Each year, he rates her a poem and reads it aloud at her grave on her birthday. The class watches doubt. Meryl Streep shudders beneath her black bonnet. I have just started to make friends, and her mannerisms in this film become something we'll return to. My friends are the ones who told me the story about our professor. We read Evelyn Waugh, Elie Wiesel, and E.L. Doctorow, and the only things that seem certain after 16 weeks is that these people will humor me, faith, in spite of myself, doubt. I announce in class during a discussion, I don't think we're meant to understand everything. The professor nods. It feels like a blessing. I am always looking outside myself for a center.